Hi, I'm Dr. Carolyn Lincoln with Play to Behave. And if you just brought that puppy home for the first time, yay, I'm excited for you. That's great. There are some things you're going to want to do. And so this is a series about some of the things you should get started with as soon as you get that puppy home. And the first one is to make appointment with your veterinarian. Why? If you have a breeder that's already checked your puppy, they've given the shots, they've done the worming, they've reassured you, they've got everything. They might even give you papers saying that, the eyes were checked and so forth. Bravo, that's great, but they are not a licensed medical professional. And there are things that they aren't going to necessarily know, and they might have been taught things that aren't quite accurate. So you want to make sure that you go see a professional. But there's more reasons to go, definitely more reasons. Okay, if you went to a rescue organization, same thing. You might figure, well, they really know they have a vet on staff, and so this puppy's already been seen by a vet. In fact, they've even been spayed or neutered. You still want to take the puppy in to your own veterinarian because sometimes those professionals are busy. And they might miss something because they've seen a lot of puppies. So it's in your own best interest if you take them in especially before you fall too much in love, in case there's a reason that you have to have something done or you have to make a decision if that's the right puppy for you. Don't mean to say that because any puppy you bring home, I'm sure is going to be wonderful, but you do want to talk with them, okay? You also want to make sure you aren't bringing something in your house inadvertently like fleas because that happens a lot. I can tell you that as a vet. Okay, so, all right. Next, why would you take your puppy in? Well, it's a great experience for your puppy and you want them to be happy and enjoy going to the veterinarian. So if you're going when nothing needs to be done, well, great. That's better than anything because they're going to have a fun visit. They're going to get some treats and they're going to get pets and everybody's going to ooh and ah over your puppy. And that's a great experience for your puppy. In fact, the more times you can do that, the better, because when they have to do something like trim nails and so on, your puppy's going to be a lot more amenable to having that done. Third, you want to get to know your veterinarian and get them to know you because you want to have that relationship. If, in fact, you need them at some point and you call, let's say it's at night, your puppy just ate vitamins or something. They got into something, they chewed it up, and you don't know what to do. Should you take them to emergency? What do you do next? Well, your veterinarian's not going to be able to advise you at all because they don't have a patient-client relationship. They have to have seen you. That's absolutely required by law. So they can't really give you advice. They can give you general advice, which is what I do a lot of times online in my business, but I can't give you specific advice and neither can another veterinarian unless they've actually know you and your pet. Okay? So that's another reason you're going to establish that relationship. Also, you want to get to know them so that they care more about you. It's just natural, okay? It's natural that if we know our doctors and they know us, they care a little bit more and they might take that extra step that they might not otherwise do, not because they don't care, but because they might not think about it as much as if they care about you. At least that's my thought. Let's see. What other reasons? There might be other veterinarians in the practice. Maybe you already use a veterinarian. You're very happy with them. And so you don't need to check out different ones because you might want to see like which one you get along with better, right? But there might be other vets in the practice. You want to meet them as well. If you don't have a vet already, then this is really important because you could take 10 different veterinarians, all with the same level of knowledge, all charging the exact same prices, and you're going to resonate with some better than others. And that's important when you're discussing the health of your pet. If something should ever go wrong, you want to have somebody that you feel comfortable talking to and asking questions and so on. So get to know them. Make sure you pick somebody you really like. Let's see. There's another reason. Okay, you want to get a baseline. When you go in, your veterinarian's going to do a physical exam and check out a lot of things. And your puppy is going to be a little bit different than every other puppy. And they're going to get to know your puppy. What's normal? What's the normal gum color? What's the normal eyes? Reflexes and so on. They get to know your puppy. Yeah, it's only one time, but you have to go in multiple times before they really get to know you. But they're going to take notes and they're going to have some kind of a baseline. So that's really good. And any testing that wasn't done, it's going to get done. So it's super important. I'm a vet and I would still take my puppy in the very first moment I get it because I want somebody else's eyes and ears on it, them just my own. And I want to make sure that my puppy has everything that they need. So if you have any questions about puppies, please let me know. But I'm going to do a little series here. So come back for more later so that you can learn what's important to do when you bring your puppy home. All right, call your vet. All right, this is Dr. Carolyn Lincoln with Play to Behave. Thanks for listening.